What is going on, people? Jaye the Black here, back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. People aren't getting notifications. That's why I tell y'all to subscribe. Not subscribe, but to follow me on Twitter and Facebook, if you have those, and also Instagram. But anyway, this video is going to be about a co-host of the show called The Real, who was married to this Caucasian man for over 10 years, I believe. And now she has an interest in dating brothers. Whenever you see a lot of these 40-year-old older non-black women, when they realize that the dating market isn't the same when they were in their prime, now they're trying to date black men. I've been meaning to do this video for a couple weeks, but I've been getting sidetracked. I was doing other projects, but I had an interesting concept. I talk about the wall being undefeated, right? As a matter of fact, as a plug, if you want to get the Wall is Undefeated t-shirts and hoodies, go over to my Teespring store. The link is inside the description. Anyway, I'm always looking for interesting concepts for videos. I had a video series called When They Hit the Wall. I did about 5 videos, plus I did one about reform thoughts. I was going to continue the series, but I haven't really been motivated to. But this is sort of speaking on those particular talking points, especially when you have older women who still have some good looks to them, who are still scratching at trying to get the same caliber of men that they did when they were in their prime, when they were in their 20s or even early 30s, you know? And the thing with Jeannie Mai is that, from what my understanding, she has always bragged about her love of brothers. She even spoke about, the fact that she has a fetish for brothers. Not necessarily that she wants to date these guys because they're just great dudes, they make her laugh, but she has an interesting fetish. She even posted about wanting that let's say when she dies, she wants to come back as a gay black man. This is what this female said. Now we know that there are non-black women who fetishize black men. We know this. And she is no different. Okay? And I believe she made those statements, while she was still married, right? Or on the verge of divorce, which lets me know she doesn't respect her husband. That's why they're friends, quote unquote, now. But what's very interesting about her ex is that he's already moved on to a Caucasian woman, from my understanding, and has a child with her. So he's moved on. He was ready to leave. But I don't see marriage in her future. Maybe she doesn't want to get married. But the fact that she is allegedly now dating young Jeezy, I have to ask Jeezy this. What would you want with a thin 40-year-old Asian chick? Now, maybe he's just smashing. Maybe they're just hanging out. But bruh, you're with a chick who's openly fetishized dating brothers. Okay? Do you really want to be involved with somebody like that who sees you as a fetish? Now I know some of these guys are not thinkers, they don't think. But when you look at women like her, when they hit the wall, because the wall is undefeated, and now she's talking about how she just wants to date brothers, or she's interested in dating them, it's only because she knows the pickings are very slim. Now, she may be able to get into a relationship with a white man or non-black man, whatever. Maybe get married again. We all know that, for the most part, non-blacks, even when they're older, 40s, still get married, to each other. But for the most part, a successful older man is going to marry a younger woman. Those are just facts. If you do see a middle-aged couple together, they've been together for a long time. It's very rare that you see two middle-aged people who are in entertainment get married to each other. It's kind of rare. Now I will say this: if they've been friends for a long time, they were dating other people, they just so happen to link up, that happens. But that's not in Jeannie Mai's case, okay? Jeannie Mai, whatever. Looking at the statement she made, I don't think she has that stronger respect for brothers either. I mean, for her to say when she dies, she wants to come back as a gay black man. I mean, that sounds very dysfunctional to me. You know, that sounds very dysfunctional. You can't just come back as a gay man. He has to be black. So you really have to look at some of the things that some of these people say. But if Jeezy is just smashing, having fun, whatever, that's cool. Okay? But chicks like her, they don't, at her age, and the fact that the looks are wearing down, you know, she may still have the, you know, the small figure that a lot of these guys in entertainment still may like. She may still be able to date this, that, and the third. But it's interesting that she would go straight for a young Jeezy. You look at who she was married to, but you go straight for the stereotypical black male. Not a guy who's, and I'm not saying Jeezy is a bad guy. You know, I'm just saying that, you know, Jeezy, aka he's the snowman. You know, y'all know who Jeezy is. You know what he rapped about or raps about. And you would go straight to date that guy. It's very interesting, you know. But chicks like her, they come out of these marriages and they're looking for a good time. And they think that their good time is only going to be for a short period of time, and then they'll be able to remarry again. What ends up happening is their exes remarry, but they don't remarry because they have fully hit the wall. The looks are not the same. The childbearing years are pretty much behind them. They've chosen their careers. Okay? And when you have females like this who want to go and date brothers all of a sudden, it's because their dating options is not the same. They don't have the same dating options. Their dating options have become very limited. They're not going to admit it to themselves, but everybody else can see it. Everybody else could see the type of guys that you usually go for and what you're into, because people usually marry the person that they really want. You know, you rarely see, that's the thing about it. When you marry somebody, that is who you're attracted to. Most people usually marry what they are attracted to. This is why when they get divorced, they date somebody who may be the exact opposite. Like you got a woman who was married to a beta male. As soon as she gets divorced, she wants her an alpha. You know, even though the guy was working, taking care of the family, he was still, in her mind, a beta male. So she would go out and see a guy who was more alpha. And what ends up happening is that guy dates her for a little while, then he kicks her to the curb. You know, he's not marrying her. She's back on the dating market. And a lot of these women can't afford to be back and forth on the dating market because the pickings for them is slim too. Because a lot of dudes are not seeking to get married, and a lot of dudes are not taking relationships very seriously because they don't take the women that they're with very seriously. There's no incentive for men to be in relationships like that. Y'all get mad at me, but look at you're single. What I'm saying proves it. You don't think you're dysfunctional, but why are you single constantly? You're single constantly because the guys that you're looking for ain't checking for you. Okay? And you have females, they come out of these marriages and they think that the good times are going to be temporary. No, it's going to be permanent. You're going to be single for a very long time. You're going to be in and out of these short-term relationships, but somebody putting a ring on your finger is not going to be there as an option, especially not right after your divorce. And women got to understand, when you file for divorces, it's going to be harder for you to find somebody, not him, not the guy you're divorcing, unless you already got some beta male lined up to take his place, which is what happens in some cases. You know, you have women that will have a guy in the friend zone that they're ready to take out the friend zone and take the place of her ex, because you have women out there who don't like being single. They rather date somebody they had in a friend zone for 5 or 10 years than be lonely, than to go days without having sex. They would rather deal with some dude they done friend zone for so long, he ain't getting nowhere near her box. He ain't getting none. He ain't getting nothing. Nada. Not even a girl. Not even a what you call them hugs? Like them girlfriend hugs. Like, how girls will hug their boyfriends when they take photos. He can't get those. He got to get the best buddy hug. When the females hug a dude and she tries to give as less body contact as possible. Y'all females know what I'm talking about. You getting them hugs for 10 years. All of a sudden now she's ready to give you a chance because she realizes, oh shit, the dating market just ain't there. Dudes ain't checking for you. Your looks have faded. You got a couple kids. You're a little wider than you were when you were in your 20s. And dudes just ain't checking for you like that. So you're going down the list of dudes you done friend zoned over the years, hoping to land with somebody. And there's always a sucker ready to take that dude's spot. But in a twist, what ends up happening is the dude that you're trying to replace him with don't want to marry you either.